G'day everyone, Greg here from Kidzphyz Sports. Today I've got another great game for you. This is called Firefighter Fitness. All we've got out of the front yard or the backyard is a couple of garden hoses. Now you can work with just one, but if you're lucky enough to have two like we've got here, then you can certainly work with two. I've got young Max and Leo working with me today. So boys, are you ready to go?
Yep.
The first activity, we've stretched out our garden hose here. Leo, you're going to be at one end. Max, if you want to run down to the far side for me. Now, because this garden hose is a little bit longer, Leo, I'm going to get you to grab this one around about there so that both hoses are about the same length. Max, if you want to grab the other one for me. So you've got one hose in each hand. And what we're doing, a bit like in the gym where we've got ropes, you're going to work both arms one at a time, alternating, and you're trying to lift the hoses as high as you can, trying to get the hose out of the other person's hand. So starting with your right hand, Leo, lift it up as hard as you can. Yep. Good boy. And go left hand as quick as you can, left and right. Go. Let's make that one a bit shorter, mate. Hang on 1 second.
It's fun though.
Mate, you want to just hold the end of that hose? All right, ready? Let's go. As fast as you can. Keep going. So you can see already, and there we go, stop there. So Max has already just lost one out of his hand. Did it come out of your hand? It's wet because it's a garden hose. So pretty simple activity there. Trying to get those arms working. They're going to really burn their shoulders, the deltoids, and those arms are really going to get a good workout. Boys, I'll get you to stretch them out on the ground, both hoses again. So Max, if you can just go back for me. Good boy. Awesome work. Okay, pop them down on the ground for me, please. And Max, I'll get you to come down this end. This one's called a rope balance activity. So if you've only got one garden hose, then you can certainly do it with just the one. If you've got two like we've got here, we can let the boys use both. And just like Leo's already started doing, he's working his way down the hose, trying to balance the middle of his feet on the hose and not touch the ground underneath. So obviously as you're walking along, you want to try and not touch the ground. So a bit of balance there, a bit of coordination. Again, if you've got two, like Leo's just done there, you could use both ropes, both hoses I should say. So a nice simple balance activity here. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit harder, you could obviously split your ropes, you could your hoses, you could turn them, you could make them wiggle them around the yard or the driveway. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want. Now, obviously, like you just did there, Max, if you're going to jump, you've still got to land on the hoses, don't you? So even as you can see, the kids are getting a little bit creative with their activities, trying to work on different elements of balance there. The next activity, boys, you ready to go? So Max, I'll get you to jump down this end. Other end, please, mate.
Other end, Max.
And Leo, because we've got two different lengths of hoses here, Max being a little bit older, he's going to work with the bigger one, the long one. And Leo, you're going to work with the shorter one. The way it works, Leo, I'm going to pull you back here. So both start on this grass area here.
I still...
So Leo, do you want to jump here? So this one is a rope roll-up activity. So what the boys have got to do here is they've got to start with the rope in their hand. They've got to grab the end of the hose, stretch it out as far as they can, and then make one big loop. And you are effectively rolling up the hose. You've got to work your way all the way down to the end. Once you've got it rolled up, you've got to come and run it back.
How do you roll it up?
And drop it here. So Leo, I'll show you like this. So you get in one hand, stretch it out as far as you can, and then you make a loop, and then grab it again in the hand. Stretch out, grab a loop. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Fastest one wins. Ready, set, go. Quick as you can.
Yeah.
Hard work, isn't it? It's amazing how simple activities like this actually work your arms really, really hard. Leo, you are going to make a brilliant firefighter one day.
I don't think I'm going to be one.
Quick as you can. And remember, once you've got a rolled up hose, you've got to get it all the way back. Oh, no. Hey, I'm not sure. Is it rolled up, Leo? Oh, he's unrolled it.
Oh, someone squirted me! I got water! Yes!
You still haven't got it rolled up, Leo. I'm not sure how that one ended up the way it did, but there you go. Max is about to win, sort of. I would pay that a semi-rolled up hose. You get the general idea. So 3 activities there, a rope roll-up activity, a balance activity which you can adjust and make as hard or as easy as you want, and the first activity, really looking at burning those arms with those rope lifts. If you want to find out more, then stay tuned to our PE at Home Facebook group, or jump on to and subscribe to our YouTube channel, PE at Home.